Hi BL lovers, I'm that BL guy and welcome back to another 5-minute review. Today we'll be reviewing the BL drama Starstruck. When love is kept for a long time, will that feeling blossom? Swan Jun has been in love with his childhood friend, Joey J, for a long time. He knew his feelings wouldn't be reciprocated, and it didn't matter because he never even dreamed of confessing to him. But this time, he wanted to express his love. Starstruck is a South Korean BL drama with 8 episodes with roughly around 17 minutes per episode. Our two main leads are being played by Zuho from the K-pop group SF9 and Kim In-sung. One review says, more like a glimmer rather than being starstruck. I've said it before and I'll say it again. There should have been a movie, or at least been released all at once. The cutoff of many episodes felt unsatisfying and overall just got in the way of the flow of the story. Also, it seemed like scenes were missing and I'm sure a longer runtime would have added more depth to it. However, strangely, I'm not mad about it. Maybe it's the indie vibes and solid acting that won me over and made me see past its flaws. Just about Zuo. I do have to bring up how great it was to have him, being the fairly famous K-pop idol he is, actually speaking out against the hate he was getting for acting in a BL, and not just that, but openly voices support, love and respect for the LGBT+ community in his response. Another review says, pining at its finest. Korean BLs have either been a hit or miss these days. This drama isn't dry at all. In all honesty, it is pretty good. I'm not going to rave about Zuo being in it, or how that isn't a bad thing. I've done that in the comments and everyone has their own opinion on that. My opinion is to give this show a chance and enjoy it. I like Zuo and SF9 a lot. How could I at least not find this entertaining? Luckily for me, this drama is more than entertaining. It has great moments of chemistry that by the first few minutes, where the two leads are in high school and the story is set up, you can pinpoint right away that one clearly and so desperately pines for the other. That is all credit to the actors, both of them, but for Hanjun's character specifically. He bit his tongue twice. Looks like that can only be directed so far. He took that intuition and fully went with it. So that is a reason for me to buy into this chemistry, if the setup didn't already do that. I personally really liked Starstruck, mostly probably because Zuo was in it and he is my bias in the group SF9, so that already gave this show like a leg up for me personally. But yeah, I found it really cute. I giggled a lot. I could feel the pining. Oh, poor guy. He's hard. Like I could literally picture myself in that situation. So like that actually hurt extra harder. But yeah, the one thing I'm kind of disappointed about is the kissing scene, which I feel like a lot of fans might be as well. Like it's kind of like a fake out. It didn't really happen, but it looks like it happened. So, kind of on the skirts about that. So I'm not really sure what my opinion on that is. But overall, I do like their chemistry. It's not the best out of the BLs that have come out this year, specifically Korean BLs who've been knocking it out of the park. But they did a fairly good job, and I really, really did like the show. That little scene where Zuo, well, not Zuo, that's not his name, but yeah, you know what I mean. That little scene where he got ice cream and he came out of the store and just like, here's yours, and now give me your hand. Like that was literally the most adorable scene ever. Like only those few seconds made me scream my head off. But yeah, I really enjoyed the show. Really loved the chemistry between the guys. It could have been a bit better. It's not the best Korean BL out there that came out this year, but it's definitely worth a watch. Getting to my rating for story, this really isn't something that new. Liking each other from high school, I've seen it before, so I'll give it a good 7 out of 10. The acting in the cast, I actually really did like the acting. In some parts, I really did feel like Zoe could have been more expressive in some senses, or maybe was overly expressive in some scenes, but that's just my personal opinion, so I'm not gonna knock them too hard on that. So for acting, I would give a 7 as well. For music, I really love the music in this series, so for music, I'd give an 8 out of 10. And rewatch value, it's not that long of a series. I could see myself rewatching it again, so I would give that a 7 as well. Yeah. So that was my rating of Starstruck, the Korean BL drama. Yeah, I just feel I wanted a bit more romance between them. But I mean, not all couples in real life are that super romantic or affectionate, so I guess it's kind of a little bit realistic. But That's literally my only gripe with it. If they could only have just shown a little bit more romance or little fluffiness, except for that one hand holding scene that we talked about earlier. But overall, it's a really good show. It's a really nice watch.